Okay, so in this video we are going to be talking about hand pieces, attachments, and burrs. Okay, so for your hand pieces you'll need the high-speed hand piece, the slow-speed hand piece, the air abrasion, the laser hand piece, and the ultrasonic scaler. So for the high-speed hand piece, it is used to cut tooth structure, to cut bone, to remove decay, and to modify any type of restorations. It has a button in the back where you would push the button, and when you push it, you put in the burr, and then you let go, and you have to make sure that the burr is secured. So this is the high speed right there. That's your high speed. And then you would also need is a slow speed hand piece. So the slow speed hand piece is to the slow speed hand piece is used with a profi angle, a contra angle, and it's a straight it's a straight hand piece. And this is your slow speed right there. That's your slow speed hand piece. And you can also use this is a contra angle. So for the contra angle, it's a latch type, and it is also used for the slow speed hand piece, as I mentioned earlier. But that is used for to remove decay, polish, amalgams, restorations, and refine like cavities and stuff like that. So this is your contra angle right there. That's your contra angle. And then your air abrade. Oh, this is your profi. Your profi cup, which you can also use on a slow speed hand piece. And that's to polish the teeth and things like that. And then for the laser, for the air abrasion, sorry about that, it is to use for a class 1 or a class 6 cavity preparation, and it's also used for preparations of occlusal surfaces for sealants. So that's an air abrasion right there. And then you'll need, so then for the laser hand piece, is to cut, to vaporize, or categorize soft tissue. So this is your laser hand piece. Okay. And then the next one will be the ultrasonic. Okay, so for the ultrasonic, it's used to for scaling, scaling any debris or anything like that. This is, I hope you can see it. That's an ultrasonic scaler right there. I hope, there you go. That's an ultrasonic scaler. And then you'll also, for the high speed hand piece and the slow speed hand piece, it uses friction. Well, either the slow speed hand piece would have a latch type burr, And then there's also a friction grip burr and a mandrel. And then for the burrs, you would need to use, for the 557 burr, the 557 burr is to cut cavity preparations to and from walls of cavity preparations. And so that's what a 557 is for. And this is, which is also called a straight fisher. So that's what a 557 burr is. And then you'll need a round burr. So for the burrs, it would be a 557 burr, a round burr, 330 burr, inverted cone, taper burr, diamond burr, sandpaper disc, finishing burr, brownie, greenie, whitestone, and acrylic burr. I kind of got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. And then for the round burr is to remove caries from the tooth structure, to open the tooth for endodontic treatment and things like that. This is the round burr right there. And then you also need a 330 burr, which is to open the tooth for a restoration, to remove caries. So this is a 330 burr right there. And then the next burr would be the inverted cone, which is to remove caries and to establish restorations in the tooth for cavity preparations. And this is your inverted cone right there. And then you'll need a tapered burr. The tapered burr is to cut cavity preparation, to form angles in walls of cavity preparations, to place restoration grooves in the walls. And then this is your tapered burr right there. And then you will need a diamond burr, which a diamond burr is to reduce a tooth for crown preparations. And this is one type of a diamond burr, and they have like there's different types of diamond burrs, and it depends on what kind of diamond burr the doctor would want. So you would have to be on top of it and make sure that you have the right burr for your doctor. And then you would need like a sand disc, which also comes on a mandrel. It could be a screw-on mandrel or a snap-on mandrel. And the sand disc is to contour restorations and to polish restorations and materials and things like that. So that is a sand disc. And then this is a mandrel right there. That's a mandrel. And then you'll need a finishing burr. So a finishing burr is to finish composites restorations, to finish restorations by restoring anatomy in the tooth. And this is a finishing burr right here. So that's your finishing burr. And then you would need, so technically you would need like a brownie. A brownie is an abrasion, and then you have your greenie and your white stone. So the greenie is less abrasive than the brownie. The white stone is for polishing and finishing up whatever has to be finished, and things like that. And this is, so there's a picture of your brownie, your greenie, and your white stone. So that's your white stone right there. And then your acrylic burr is a laboratory burr, which is to cut models or trim acrylic in the laboratory, and it has a long shank for attachments to a straight hand piece, and it's for the slow speed. And this is your your acrylic burr. Sorry, that's your acrylic burr. So that's what that's all that I have for you today, and that is what you have for your hand pieces, your attachments, and your burrs.